Choose Your Own Adventure, Young Reader Series. Number 2, The Haunted House. By R.A. Montgomery, November 1981. Reckless read-through. Welcome one and welcome all to this spooky edition of Choose Your Own Adventure, where we read to you from the book, taking a reckless course, and then in our second video we take a more responsible course of action to see what the outcomes are. So without further ado, let's get into it. Page 1. You and your dog Homer are walking home from school for lunch one day. Since he loves to play, you pick up a stick from the sidewalk and give it a big toss. Homer goes after it. Suddenly, a white cat runs in front of him and zoom! Homer starts chasing the cat. Homer chases her right into the yard of a big gray house. But you stop short at the gate. Wow, it looks as if nobody has lived here for years. The grass is uncut, the front door is slightly open, most of the windows are broken, and there are shingles missing from the roof. It's definitely a scary-looking old house. Maybe it's haunted. Homer is nowhere in sight. You call out for him. Homer! Hey, Homer! Come back, Homer! No answer. Turn to page 2. Page 2. You have to find Homer. He's your friend. You enter the front yard through the old rusty gate. You tiptoe around to the back of the house. You see a stone bench and an empty fish pond, but no Homer. You sit down on the bench to think for a minute. Even though it's warm out, the stone bench makes you feel very cold. All of a sudden, there's an icy gust of wind. You are freezing. You hear a voice coming from inside the house. Homer is in the house. The voice is deep and loud and very, very scary. You want to find Homer, but that voice is so awful that you don't want to go near the house. What should you do? And here's our choices, folks. We have, if we go into the house, we turn to page 9. And if we run away, we turn to page 5. Now, taking the most reckless course here, I'm going to go ahead and just waltz right in the front door. Page 9. After all, you say to yourself, this is just an empty house. It's not really haunted. So you decide to go in through the boarded up back door. You pull a board aside and push the door open. Creak. It is damp inside and smells like an old sneaker. You tiptoe into the dark room, holding your breath so you won't make any noise. Suddenly, a woman in a white dress appears. She smiles at you and disappears into the darkness. Our choices are, if you try to follow the mysterious woman, turn to page 6. If you're not sure what to do, turn to page 4. And being the reckless person I am, I will turn to page 6 and see what happens. Page 6. You follow the mysterious woman outside. You can jump a mile high. You can even fly. You are having so much fun that you nearly forgot about Homer. Our choices are, if we continue on with the woman, page 16. If you want to find Homer, page 17. Well, as reckless as I could be, I think I'm going to leave my dog behind and let him fare for himself and follow the woman. Page 16. You follow the mysterious woman higher and higher. Soon, she stops on a cloud. Sun shines right through her. She smiles at you, then she walks up a sunbeam. You follow her. When you look back, the scary house is just a little gray dot. Maybe it's time to turn around. Our choices are, if we do turn back and leave the mysterious woman, we go to page 26, or if we want to see where the sunbeam takes us, we go to page 29, and we're already halfway to heaven, so why the hell not, right? Page 29 it is. Page 29. You climb the sunbeam. The steps are made of gold, and they are just the right size for you. The air is warm and smells good. You hear music playing. It sounds familiar, but you can't quite tell what the song is. It is so pleasant up on the sunbeam that you want to go on walking forever. Hold on. Shouldn't you turn back now? After all, what about Homer and home and school and your friends? Again, if we turn back, page 54. If we continue on, page 56. And we are definitely going to continue on. Page 56. You decide to continue following the mysterious woman. At last, she turns right and stops. There is a path to Venus. Follow it if you wish. Then she vanishes. Poof! In a puff of pink smoke. You start to walk on the path. It is beautiful. Venus seems very small. Venus has windows and curtains and wallpaper and swimming trophies and... Wait! It's your own room! You sit up in bed. It was all a dream. The end. So raise your hand if you think we were a little bit robbed on that ending. I really wanted to see what was going on there, but it ended up just being an intangible dream we were in a little dreamscape world. So I guess it is what it is. That's what happens when you are reckless sometimes in these books. But next we will find out what a responsible choice may get you in the haunted house. So go ahead and stay tuned for my next video. Thanks again for watching. Subscribe and cheers.